Well, hello, Leo. It's Joe, and it's been a long time. It's been several months, almost going on a year before I've been able to do this channel due to big life changes, moving, I don't know, 750 miles away. A lot of drama, a lot of things have happened, and I feel like I'm finally getting settled to where I can do this again and I can remain committed. So if you haven't been around, see me around in a long time, welcome back. I hope you stick around. And if you're new, thank you for being here. So Leo, we are going to look at your upcoming new year. What is going to be the theme for you going to the new year? So for your recent past, this card keeps coming up, and I think this is interesting, the Yin card. It came up for Aries. And oh, look at that. That came up for Aries too. This is no joke. And these are shuffled. So we have a common theme playing out here for you, Leo, with Aries. We have the Yin card. Although they are in reverse positions, the Yin card is, of course, the feminine aspect of self, whether you're male or female. We all have those more masculine and or more feminine aspects in different parts of our personalities. And then you have the loyal heart. So recent past, it's about that softer touch. And it could be with relationships. It could be with situations in your life in your recent past. And to me, I almost feel like this says that maybe it might have been overdone a little bit, like you weren't being bold enough. But we'll see if I'm right, Leo. And then you have loyal heart. This is, again, about loyalty. For Aries, it was about loyalty to self. But I do feel, Leo, when we see these come out, it's probably about loyalty to someone else or something else. So what we're going to do, pull some cards for your recent past, Leo. As you watch this video, think about your recent past. It's like maybe you and Aries have something in common here. And maybe you should check out Aries. Okay. Ten of Wands and the Two of Wands, recent past. Current situation, you show up with the Sun, Leo. And Queen of Cups. I normally don't assign zodiacs like a lot of tarot readers do to cards because I feel like it limits the reading. And so I don't want to distract anybody from that. Beautiful, the Star coming out. And Ace of Wands. Nice. So this is a very fertile time for you in the new year, Leo. Coming into January, or actually into January sometime, with the Star being about wishes, dreams, desires. The Star is the birth of the Sun manifesting in your life, and you have the Sun showing up here. The Star is one and the same with the Sun when it comes to our cosmology of the universe. We can all say our sun is a star, and we can all say every star out there is a sun. Though the difference is here in tarot, to me, is this star represents a smaller point of light that's much further off. It is not close enough to you to bring life-sustaining elements into your life, but it represents the wish and desire to bring life-sustaining elements into a part of your life or a situation into the new year. And with the Ace of Wands, I mean, let's talk fertility. So, and I'm not saying literal fertility, but fertile aspects to what it is that you're wishing for. So, let's look at this, Leo. So you have Yin in your recent past. And I do feel, like I said earlier, that maybe you weren't being bold enough. And I think I might be close to that feeling because the Ten of Wands is all about a battle being over. Whether you've surrendered to the battle, you've surrendered to the circumstances, or you just said, I'm not carrying around all these wounds, all these scars anymore. I'm not identifying with the weight of life that has held me back or held me down. It's saying I know what's worth carrying with me. And these things are not worth it. And so I do feel like this is definitely about that sense of not being bold enough and being and somewhat like captive to the things that have been weighing you down. You have the Two of Wands, so it's saying, okay, I'm casting aside all these things, Leo, that are nothing more than a great weight on my life, and these are things that are done and over with, but things that we choose to carry around. Okay, so there's no more fighting, there's no more battle going on here, there's no more conflict, and it's saying that I can look forward to the future here with the Two of Wands, and he's holding the world in the palm of his hand, and he's gazing at it, and these two wands represent a doorway or a gateway, somewhat to me, and it's he's looking at it and saying, I can have and possess what it is that is important and close to my heart. And so there's this kind of figuring out what that is. And to me, this is the buildup of being brave. Okay, this is the buildup of that bravery to make things happen. And so I see this like conscious decision that you have gone through that says it's time for me be the master of my own destiny here. And you have the sun, and we talked about the star and the sun. I think this is seeing the Two of Wands is seeing this in your present circumstances as we speak, as when you're watching this video, you're seeing that there is more to behold in life, and perhaps you placed your values and your thoughts and your cares on things that were not fulfilling, and they've led to disappointment. And so I see the sun is saying there's what's going to sustain you in life and provide long-term happiness, long-term vitality in your life. There's a baby here under the sunflowers, and so we know these sunflowers, they need immense sunlight to grow big and beautiful. And what's interesting about sunflowers is they will do their very best to face that flower in the direction of the sun during the day. So they have this capability to kind of morph a little bit and try to capture as much sun as they can. And so to me, that's you saying in your present circumstance, I want to capture that life-sustaining vitality, and I want to thrive again. I want to feel young again. I want to feel like things in my life are new. And so this is probably where you're at with the Queen of Cups. It's evaluating what you're going to nurture. So you have the sun here. The sun is that fuel, and the Queen of Cups is sitting here. She's a nurturer. That's what she does. And you have a baby and a child. It's so what do you want to nurture this baby here to be? And that represents you, and there's this child that is growing up. And so you're looking at yourself saying, what do I want to grow into? This is my opportunity for a fresh start, perhaps, or for some of you, a complete change in direction in your life, a change in what you value and what's going to bring you long-lasting fulfillment, Leo. And then we have the star. So going into January, it's you saying, okay, this is what I want. I know precisely what I want, and this is what I'm going to ask for. This is what I'm going to work toward. I'm not just going to say, please give me this. I'm going to say, this is what I want, and I am going after it. And so in that, with the sun and the Ace of Wands, there's this fertility. Everything in your life in the new year has this potential to be very fertile and to actually grow probably very quickly. You have this loyal heart, much like Aries. I see this as loyalty to self, to thy own self be true. I said that to Aries. It's where I see this. This isn't about loyalty to somebody else. This is about committing to yourself, making a commitment to yourself. I almost feel like these two owls looking at each other are really just one owl looking in a mirror. That's really how I see it is, do you love yourself enough to nurture good things in your life, Leo? So we're going to pull a couple more cards, Leo, and we're going to see where this is going for you with a little bit of clarification. We have the High Priestess kind of jumping out, and this is very intuitive of you right now in your present circumstances. You're watching this video. You have the Sun, the Queen of Cups. It's what do you want to nurture? What do you want this new step in your life, this new perspective to grow into, and how are you going to nurture that? Well, the High Priestess is that understanding of how to do that. And you may not have all the answers right now, but you know that you know that you know that you're doing the right thing. So this is very similar to Aries in many ways. And Aries had the Empress too. So this is what are you going to bring forth in your life. And the Empress is often depicted as being pregnant. It's not in this reading, in this card, like Aries was, but the Empress is all about nurturing growth and bringing things up from their infancy into maturity. And so you know that you have that capability, although you may not have all the answers, Leo. So this is, again, like I said, it's a very fertile time for you, Leo, in the new year. We're going to pull a couple more here. You have the Hierophant. So this is like a higher calling in your life. Like for some of you, you might feel like you're being called to this change. The Hierophant is very orthodox and traditional. It often represents religion, conformity, or even authority in a sense. But to me, this is a higher calling in your life right now. Something is calling you to this change. And you have the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Wands. And that's perfect because it to me, this is like a wish, especially with the Star, a dream coming true. But this isn't just your wish, your dream. This is a higher calling. Like something is changing direction in your life. Something is coaxing this out of you and bringing this out of you to point you in a direction to achieve some specific goal. Some of you might believe in predestiny, where we work out what we're going to do before we even come into this life. So you might look at it that way. Others of you may not believe that, and it may be more of a universal thing, whether that be God or the universe, saying it's time for you to change direction. I have a plan for you, and you need to follow that plan. So, excuse me, Leo, let's pull one more and just see what else we get. Ace of Wands comes out again. So very fertile. Like I said, I get the fertility keeps coming out. And we have the Empress, and we have the Sun, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Wands twice. So this is a time to not just plan, but in the new year, to actually take physical steps, take action. This is an action time for you, Leo. So, Leo, I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you enjoyed your reading for the new year. If you're familiar with my channel, I haven't seen me in a long time, thank you for stopping by again. And if you're new, thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, and have a great new year.